What's up from Portugal? Compressor.
Yes,
if that were only thing we had to worry about was need the boring life video for this, don't worry, it'll be up tonight. So, be cool, Dave.
All right, what's up, David? What's up, Jason?
Yeah, we'll get the boring life. I'm gonna edit that tonight. Evening, Bill. Looking forward to Thursday.
Yep, this is a truck.
This is
what's
a
up,
truck.
Bill?
This is a
What's up,
truck.
Christian? Ismael, Luis, Victor, Johnny.
SD card. Yeah, the SD card's in. The screen is recording. We had some internet issues. Morning, Jason. How's it going, buddy? You guys look tired. Yeah, I could say that. You know, it's rough when it's Monday and you're already beat. You know?
Morning.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, morning. Yeah, I know. That's what it feels like. Evening. What's up, guys? Seth from SP Audio here. What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so it was a fun weekend. Saturday, we left here after the show, and we met at Busch Gardens for Hollow Scream. The girls screamed like little girls, so that was fun. We were there till, I want to say thanks to Stickers for Sue. I will let her know tonight.
Yep.
If I see her. Hopefully I'll see her. It's up at PA. Yeah. But we all went, so it was all your fam, my fam. We all went. We were there till way late at night, and I think we were the Walking Dead by the time the thing was over.
Yeah, that was tired.
we worked all day.
Yeah.
That did that.
Yeah.
But it was totally worth it. And then Sunday, you guys went to a comedy show.
I went to a comedy show. Yeah.
What'd you see? What was his name? Do you remember his name?
That's,
that guy?
Felipe Esparza.
There you go.
Yep.
And I went to Clearwater Beach.
That's shocking.
I know,
man.
it was
It's
shocking.
because you're not a beach person.
I'm not a beach person at all, but we needed to get something that's going to be in the boring life.
Okay.
And yeah, so that was that. And then of course ran that morning. So I went. 3:30 was about the time the night was over, Saturday night, and then yeah, got up early and went for a long run. So what's up from Oklahoma? Love my lanyard. Hope your eardrums are okay after that, Fernando.
Everybody was screaming.
I know,
that was
right?
nice.
So Sue, everyone's thanking you for getting those stickers out. I have a 2016 Toyota Tacoma. I'm running Pioneer 8200 and Kicker CS components. Front, yes. Would like a 4-channel amp to power these. That would be wonderful. So what is he? Okay, so there's a couple. If you're a Kicker fan, Kicker makes a really nice 4-channel amp.
Correct.
In the C series, that'd be the yellow line. If you're a Pioneer fan, Pioneer also makes a nice 4-channel, the 8604. The other one is the 4. It's a 300.4.
That's a 300.4. Yeah,
300.4. Either one of those would be wonderful for what you're running. I would lean more towards the Kicker, just cause I like it better in that particular. What's your latest binge show? So I stayed up till 3:30 because I watched that show, SEALs or Navy SEALs or whatever the heck it's called. And it seems like last week when I tried to watch it, that didn't go over so well. So I stayed up late when everyone went to bed so I could watch it without the interruptions. What's that?
Robert.
The
third one.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, and the old guy. Thanks. Yeah, well, it was funny because we were making our phone and little icon thingies, and yeah, they have you can add gray to your beard.
I would love to.
So no, SEAL Team. Thanks, Sue.
SEAL Team.
Yeah.
San Fernando.
So yeah, we were making that, and of course Haley was making. Yeah, my hair way shorter than whatever. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kicker. What model? Someone's got to help me with this one. It's a CX.
CX. Yeah, CX.
403 or 4.300 or something like that. That's really nice.
Just go to the website and check. 4-channel.
I think I'll call the boring SEAL life.
And you can actually find really nice product in the Kicker website.
But yeah, it's the yellow series. So basically, Kicker makes 3 series. They make the yellow, the red, and the blue. And they also make a gray, which is like the yellow. And in the yellow, they make, Yeah, I guess in that, I could see where you're confused. Okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
Okay,
My birthday is next Tuesday. 1 year since you ran front. Oh, really?
Wow.
There you go. Thank you, Mark. CXA 300.4, CX 300.4. You guys are the best. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Thanks.
Everyone.
All right, everyone. There you go. That's the one you want.
Okay.
Thank
you, guys.
CX 300.4 would be great.
Bill from I ran into some in Gainesville.
Yeah,
they watched the show.
Demo of the
cool.
Elite. Oh,
nice.
Cool.
603 in my car. Nice.
Yeah. So, Bill, Bill's a trooper. I don't know if you follow Bill on Instagram, but dude, he had 2 big events this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what's the point of owning a home that you never spend any time in? Not that I'm one to talk.
But that's what he's working to pay the
yeah,
home.
but I don't know, man. I don't know. Hi, guys. I like the t-shirts. Oh, cool. So you went to Teespring/store/5star to check out the new shirts that we have on there that are just in time for the holidays. And they're all reasonably priced at $19.99. So,
I'm from Queens.
What's up? Someone's saying, hey, Fro. Why do I keep saying... Hey, I had iPad mounted in my dash. Is there a backup camera that will work? No. Okay, there is, but it's like you have to launch it like an app. And I don't know if they still make it anymore. It wasn't as cool.
Maybe you can ask
What's up, John? No, it's one of those.
Hey, that's Mel. What's going on, Mel?
Oh, hey, Mel. Is it freezing there? Is it -2 in Dallas yet? You got your Tauntaun out?
I know.
You can't ride your bike anymore, so I guess it's time for the Tauntaun. Where can I get a lanyard? So there's 2 places that you get a lanyard right now. When we go to Knowledge Fest, we handed them out, and then when you come to the store, we hand them out. We haven't shipped out lanyards yet. I don't pay for the lanyards. Paul pays for the lanyards, so...
Maybe next year. We can see if we can...
what we'll do, I've been toying with the idea of coming out with a YouTube exclusive, like YouTube/Facebook lanyard.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. Let's get through the stickers and then we'll get on to the
let's
lanyards.
see next year.
Yeah, next year we'll up it.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing I've been toying with is the, because.
What's up, Richard?
Patreon
What's up,
has been really kicking it off since we started filming the show for that, the podcast for that. So
I appreciate it for that. Yeah.
Might have to see what we can build up for the Patreon. Oh yeah, Fro did the bug. Have you seen that one?
No.
Fro's been building a bug for somebody.
Really?
Yeah, you need to check that out.
If they don't need it, just send it to me.
No, he's in like part 2 or 3, but yeah, you gotta go check that out. I've been watching that.
Yeah,
it's
my
pretty
favorite
cool.
car is a bug.
Bobbleheads. Ooh, that'd be neat. As if my head isn't big enough already.
Oh really? That would be cool.
Well, that's what Harry says. Oh, yeah.
You and me.
I don't know how you can fit through the door with a big head of yours.
Thanks, you know what? I like that idea, man. I like that, Bill. Sorry. Yeah.
All right. So just not sure which camera to buy. It's the camera and the app are all in one. So
it's from Norway.
I'll have to go back through. Where you might want to check on that is there's a website called CE Outlook, and I believe they have a search tab. CE Outlook is an industry page that has new stuff. That's where, like, when we were doing the news show, where we get all the news from.
Mm-hmm.
They have a search tab. That's where I read about it. Type in like iPhone/backup camera, and there should be the story that comes up on that.
Yep.
So 90 episodes. Are we talking about 1990 installs or products? No, this is just the 90th time we've sat in front of the camera to film the Facebook Live show.
This is the 90th.
But we'll probably have another classic car audio Dean install this week. I'm feeling that. So that's definitely going to be out one day this week. And then, of course, you'll get a kick out of this, Mel. Since this is a GMC pickup truck and it has a Bose amplifier in it, guess what we're filming today and tomorrow?
Tell me.
We're filming the Amp Pro GM61 Bose edition. Not that there's any difference between the non-Bose and the Bose. It's just we've never actually filmed it with the truck with the Bose.
Right.
So now we're going back. And the one thing it's actually recommended to do is this truck. We're going to film that one. We filmed the one you're not supposed to do, and that's awesome. But we're going to go back and, GM61.
that's right.
And we got the T-harness, so... That's what this guy is. Yeah, it's getting a full system. We're not filming the full system install. We're just doing an Amp Pro
because you
61.
guys already know, roll kill, fast rings, and all that stuff.
And in case the reason why you guys are wondering why we're even talking to Mel, if you guys remember Mike Eckley, who was on the show like 3 weeks ago, he is Mike's counterpart in Texas. So for all you Texans, that's where Mel is.
Yep.
He's a bike rider. So
and it's a
we
rep
follow each other on Strava.
Yep.
He rides miles. I run miles. He runs a lot more miles.
Vox.
Look it. See the camera. Oh, okay. So they have an app-based camera. That's what he's looking for. He wants to play it on his iPad. Just got my stickers. Cool. Thank you. 5starstickers.com. Yes, thank you, Chris. That's the place. So we were talking about stickers. Let's go back here to Josh. Real quick.
Josh say, what do you recommend for 4x6 speakers in the Cavalier non-amplified?
Okay, so with that, you're going to need something that doesn't have the tweeter that sticks out real far. DC, you have the DCs, which are nice.
DCs, yeah.
The Exelon, which is nice. I think the Comp Cs.
The kicker
Comp CX,
the yellow line, exactly.
They make a 4x6 that's nice.
What's that, Wayne?
One of those three should do the trick. The Rockford 4x6 sticks up way too far.
Yeah, no.
But and then in the worst case, you also have the Pioneer. The Pioneer is going to be shallow too. So I see you guys never use the speaker wire adapters. Is there a reason other than to save money, or is there a possible problem with them? If you've been following the show, you realize that saving money is never really an issue. We just pass it along to the consumer that's having us do the stuff. I hate them. That's the issue. Yep. Anytime we've ever used them, we get, because people that bring in stuff from that internet place that gives you all the harnesses and Crutchfield. That's the one. I wasn't saying it because I didn't know it. Better get going on that one.
Whoa.
And every time we've used one, I've never had good luck with it. So that's why we don't use them. Here's the other thing too. We actually did a whole podcast on this where I went on a rant and just kind of like explained everything. Those connectors are made out of some of the cheapest tin imaginable. And so basically what you're saying is that I'm going to put a slide connector onto the speaker, and then 6 inches away I'm going to put another connector, and then I got a connector that's... I'm trying to minimize the amount of connections that's made in the car. We leave the pigtail on the speaker, so if we ever need to, we can solder it back on. We click them into the speaker, so we give you back your factory speakers. You want to know how many factory speakers I put back in 28 years of doing this? Okay? You could probably count them on both hands. And that's 28 years. So I'm not real concerned. A lot of the times, these guys take these speakers and they throw them in the trash when we're done with them. So... for us, it is. I just don't like using them. I feel we can use our connectors and get a much better. And the thing of it is, we do this every day. Okay, so when something fails, it takes our time away from doing other things. So minimizing the failure points in any install is important. Now, if they made higher end versions of them, where so the other thing too is we won't even get into the higher end versions. So what you're asking me to do is I have a set of K2s sitting over there on the workbench that we're putting in this. Okay, $800 speaker with a $1.50 failure point. Or we could solder speakers onto it and use our connectors that we know work and not have an issue. It's just it. I mean, it seems to be one of those things where people like freak out that we cut those things off. It's the only thing we cut in the car is just those. Okay, that's it. I try to avoid, as you know, I try to find every amplifier interface, that I can. We go through great lengths to make sure that we don't have to cut anything. The speaker one though, that one's getting cut every time. All right. So we hate that one over the head.
Right. So Greg said,
Dan from Sound of Motion, love your work. Thanks, Dan. Okay, so what does Greg got going on?
In the 90s, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to try to read it before it goes away.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I have this
all right.
one. No worry.
Question. In the 90s, I had 410 kicker solos. They hit so hard, I don't know why I keep touching this. I got to...
It's all right.
Used a Power Punch 250, and it hit good so hard. Couldn't stand it. Basin. Guys today use 4,000 watts, 600 watts just to move these big motor speakers. Why? Built something so big, power hungry. Okay, so basically what you're getting at is back in the 80s and 90s, we had these like Orion XTRs, you had the Kickle Solo Barracks, you had every brand out there, insert name, JLs, all that. And they had normal motor structures and little tiny surrounds, 1-inch surrounds, and they hit like a ton of bricks, and we were all super happy about that. And then we'd put like 4 of them in the car. I had 410s, you had 410s, I had 215s, 2.8s, 210s, 212s. Every combination of subwoofer I could possibly think of. The joy of working at a shop is you do that. But while, okay, they were super efficient, you know, and we were happy. We could put 500 watts onto them, and they would just bang like, well, then a couple companies decided that, hey, man, let's put these big surrounds on them, let's put these big motor structures, and they were doing that then too, that they were loudspeakers for the most part. You know, you had Fane and Gauss and stuff like that that were professional speakers that people were trying to use so they could put fewer woofers in the car and make more sound, because, you know, you ran into a point to where, like, we had a van that had 12 15s in it, and it was loud, but what else are you going to put in it if you want it louder? So now you build a big motor structure, you put a big surround, the woofer can move a lot more. If the woofer can move a lot more, it can move more air. And you get to where we are today, where I was looking at a speaker today. I can't remember who put up a picture of it. It looked like a tire. I mean, it was like, the surround was like this tall.
Really?
It was, I can't remember. I saw it on Instagram this morning, and I was like, oh my God, that's just, it's like 4-inch tall surround. It was retarded.
Wow.
It was silly, beyond words. So, yeah, I feel your pain. I understand what you're talking about. That was part of the reasoning behind us doing the 8 in your car, was that we take something that handles a normal amount of power, something that has a normal size magnet on it, something that we can put in a nice box that was designed and built for that woofer. It wasn't prefab. It was
custom.
Mike Sejecki, our rep, said, build this box, and we went to Sean at Brightstar and said, build this box, and then we put it in his car. And it sound, well, you know, because everyone's like, you know, it's like, oh, it has trunk liner on it. It must be prefab. No, I asked for that because it matches his car.
It matches my car.
So, yeah, and now what we have is we have a normal amount of power going to a normal 8-inch driver, and we have a normal amount of bass that's actually sounding really good. You could still do that, but then you have those other desires of strong, high SPL. There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool too, but yeah, no. I mean, most of the stuff we do, it's just normal drivers, normal amounts of power, you know, and everyone's
like
happy.
You guys, if you guys follow the show, you guys know that we don't do like walls and 415s.
Like Rob said, more power, less drivers equals more bass. So there you go. Yeah. So the idea was, if I could take 212s and put the biggest 212s in there with 4,000 watts of power, I'll take up the same amount of space and I'll have even more bass. And at the end of the day, that's all we ever wanted was more bass. Well, fast forward from the 90s to 2018, and this is what you end up with. Over the 4-inch surround that travels this far, and yay.
More bass?
More bass.
It's not such
finally caught you guys live. Thanks, Teddy.
Yeah. So Mark say the alarm for Jeff. Are you guys going to do a video install?
We're not going to do a video install.
That was just a review.
That was just a review. If Jeff is willing to put that in his car, have fun with that, bro. He came by on Saturday, picked that up, and then dropped off my new toy, which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
For those of you guys that didn't catch the Saturday show, he dropped this guy off for me right here. So we did a nice little trade. I got a DSP 8.8, and he got an old-ass alarm.
What a trade.
I think I made out better. So, yeah. I can't wait. We're going to play with that a little bit at some point.
Yep.
We're probably going to throw it in your car first.
Just to test and see how to do it. Yeah.
We got the compressor off. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
All right, so nothing worse than troubleshooting a speaker problem only to find a defective speaker harness. Exactly. So that was the reasoning behind that.
Speaker adapters.
Yeah. So they're cheap. Yeah. They're crap. The wire they use is garbage. So
as soon as we do our install, we know where the connection points and everything, so we don't have to be like, oh yeah, maybe it's this. Oh, maybe it's that. No.
Yeah. So you got something?
No.
You're holding.
That's
okay.
It, I'm holding.
Yeah.
So that's it.
What brand speed wire are you using? We use Stinger wire exclusively. So the speed wire is going to be Stinger.
Stinger. It's just Stinger.
Just Stinger. I don't want to pick this thing up, but let's see if I can
drop that phone.
I don't want to. Okay, hold on. This is what we're working on right now. This is will be on Instagram at some point. So this is the Morel 5 channel. We're actually doing a full active K2. So channels 1 and 2 are going to be tweeters. Channels 3 or 4 are going to be mid-bass. We're using the DSR-1 for the DSP coming out of the Amp Pro. And then this is part 1 of the amp board. And then for the rears, we're using... This is a cool little amp that Stinger makes.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever talked about this guy.
Teddy, yes, I think I remember that you say that you wanted 410s and mids and highs, so it's all set up. Cool, man. That's
Send
nice.
us pictures.
Yeah.
So this is a cool amp. This is the SPX 350 x2, and this is it right here. All right. So this is one of those cool little amps that's nice to have in your arsenal. It's marine rated. It's epoxy coated. It has an auxiliary input and an RCA input, which is cool, and of course it's got powered outputs. It's got a high pass, low pass crossover. It takes an 8-gauge power wire. It comes with a bass knob.
Yep.
Or a volume knob. It's not really a bass knob, it's a volume knob, because this is a full range 2-channel Class D amplifier. This originally came out, it had a Bluetooth dongle built into it, and then of course they decided that wasn't all that necessary. That's why they added the aux input.
Right.
Because then you can just plug any Bluetooth dongle you want in it. And then I did one in a boat. This thing has power for
That was
days.
the first one.
That was the first one. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
And we put it in a boat. Mm-hmm. But the reason why we're using this is because we needed a small amplifier just to power the rears. It's a nice little 2-channel, power some K2s. It's got a lot of power. So this is, they make it in a 4-channel version also, which is the same height. It's just a tad bit longer. But these things are awesome. You get them at any Stinger place. So anybody that sells Stinger, they sell these, so it's kind of cool. And so if you need a small little marine amp with an aux input that's reasonably priced, check those out.
Ernesto said, running a Pioneer 290 VT with a Kicker CX 6.5 and 6x9s with a 2 Kicker comp 10s. Will be worth it to add DSP.
Do you have amplifiers? Does he have amplifiers?
If
you have amplifiers, yes, the DSP will make anything sound better than a 290.
If you know, just check the Kicker key, man.
Well, Kicker key would
Kicker
work too.
key, that would be nice
that's
for you,
easy.
man.
Yeah, good call. Kicker key. Add a Kicker key to that. Simple. Yeah. Real easy front rear DSP
John?
EQ setting. Is the DSR-1 needed? Yeah. Definitely needed. Yeah. But is it needed in this? Totally. So even though the Amp Pro that we're putting in this has front rear, center, sub output, and a touch link, we have no way to tune it. And it's a full bandwidth 4 or 5 volt output, and I say 4 or 5 because it's selectable on and off. So we're coming out of that directly into the DSR-1. Essentially, if you saw the first video we did with the GM61 and a Chevy, we're doing the same thing as far as that goes, DSR-1, or Amp Pro to DSR-1.
Yeah. So Ernesto, yeah, just add the Kicker key. That would be nice because you already have a amplifier for the sub. So
will the KS 6x9s, are they good, and do they fit in a 2000 Dodge Ram door? So the Dodge Ram door is always a tricky monster.
Just the magnet.
Well, yeah, but they're the KS, so they're going to be small magnets, or smaller depth. So they'll probably fit fine. The key to that is when you take that factory speaker out, there's a spacer that's still on the factory speaker. Okay? Take that off the factory speaker. It's got these tabs on them. Cut the tabs off. Flip the spacer over.
Yeah.
Put your new speaker into it that way. Okay? So pull it out, take it off, cut the tabs, flip it backwards, put the speaker in, screw it back into the door using the factory screws. That'll get you the best depth that you can. So...
All right.
Really nice.
John said, Dean, I'm building a high SPL setup, and I ran my grounds to the rear frame on the car, Chevy Malibu. How do I use my multimeter to test my grounds for a great connection?
Set it to continuity and go between the negative battery post up front and the battery where you think in the back and see what the resistance is. If the resistance is high, bad ground. More than likely what you're going to want to do on that is add a couple grounds underneath the hood to the frame, because if you're using the frame to ground the car, the factory ground is probably crap. It's probably an 8-gauge, so just up that to whatever size ground you ran in the back. Is the Kicker key going to be enough?
It's going to be enough.
It's 70 watts by 4.
But
okay?
he got, yeah.
So with the amount, with the speakers you have and the radio you've bought,
it's going to be.
It should be plenty of power. We have it in Haley's car. If you saw the video on the Kicker key, if not, go back and watch that. It's plenty of power. We have the 110
P300, and she has the KS.
And she has KS,
yeah,
which is the step up. So, and it's loud. I love driving in her car. I'm not gonna lie. I'll trade. What was this? What was this, Fro? Hold on. I'll trade you some Orion amps for some camera gear. How about if we just trade money? Money works, and you can buy all the camera gear you want. The big three. You can do the big three. The big three is sketchy. Okay,
hey,
everyone
Andy.
loves to what?
Andy, Audio Frog is watching.
Oh, hey,
Hi, Andy.
The big three you have to be real careful with. On an older car, you can get away with doing the big three. Personally, the big three ground part is to me the most important out of that. But you have to be real careful on some of these, especially a GM that monitors. They have the clamp around the ground, so you have to be conscious of that. Sometimes changing the ground resistance on the car. You can do strange things to the alternator because the alternator in a lot of these now is controlled by the body control module. If the metering gets screwed up, bad things can happen. So always be conscious. I'm interested in the big three. Sounds like a rap song.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Andy, if you guys know who is Andy, it's
Audio Frog. Straight up Audio Frog. If you guys want to know anything about Audio Frog,
that's Andy.
He's the guy.
AudioFrog.com.
Oh, you know what? Hey.
Okay, he's running. Look at that.
Well, I don't want to. Here you go, Audio Frog. We have this. Hey, you never sent me the receipt for this, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, we have the Audio Frog DSP. We've been playing with it on and off. We love the CD that comes in this. So
awesome.
I mean, if you have $200 to spend on an awesome CD, definitely pick this guy
that
up.
That is a cool CD.
But we've been playing with it a lot on the back end. We got to get it to where we can finally see it. I see a UMD1. What is it?
I'm a fat guy. Well, the speakers are really nice.
What am I looking at here? Do you pay? Yeah. I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay, so for the guys that don't know what this, why am I sitting here going, well, what's a UM?
That word?
Yeah.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Definitely.
So for those of you guys that are looking for something that's a step up from the audio control iTest mic. This is what you want to get. It's a laptop based. It comes with the CD. The CD there again. The CD is awesome.
Yeah.
And you can't download it from iTunes. And the sound quality on it is superb. It's superb, and I mean that in every way because you got to be real careful with some of the tracks on this guy here. But it has. What makes this thing really neat is it gives you center, left, right instruments. So that's really kind of cool, and that's really helped us with our centering. But it comes with a microphone that you can put, and it's all PC based. So it's made to hook up to your PC and get you into a really cool. And there's a ton of white papers. If you go to Audio Frog for instructions, there's a ton of white papers up there. The CD is really helpful. The CD is awesome. And now that I've listened to the CD, I really want to talk to you sometime about what we're
Phil,
the CD itself, because there's a lot of we know what we want to listen to, and what's our favorite track? Okay,
so Philip, if you went to audiofrog.com, you can go and check this thing, and you can buy it from there.
You know what I want to buy?
There you go, Andy, right there.
There you go. Thanks. Test gear. You know what I want to buy is I want to buy the up mixer.
Yeah,
I want to buy his up mixer. I want to buy it. Obviously buy it. What is it? Track 25 Astro Boy. Yeah, that's that great. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that we bought. We both jumped out of the car when we turned that thing on. We're like, holy crap!
Also, I like the center, the piano.
Oh, the piano.
The center.
Cool.
Yep. Oh, it's nice.
Dude, the show is over. Okay. He's talking about SEMA for all you guys that are wondering. SEMA's coming up here, and what we're going to do for SEMA, we're not going to SEMA, unfortunately. It just didn't work out. We were going to try to, and then it kind of, because it didn't show up, we had to hijack this video. No, that's okay, man. It's okay. You're good. And so we're going to try to go to SEMA, so we're not. What we're going to do is Bill's going, who was on here earlier, Freeman, and we're going to do, because there's a lot of brands that he represents are going to be showing there, and we're going to have a show with him after to do that.
No, I'm thinking about your show, damn it.
Andy, it's okay, man. We'd love to have you. You need to come to Florida sometime so we can actually get you on the show.
So people ask for Audio Frog and everything, so you can tell them all the cool stuff that you have.
Oh yeah, not until after the show. Okay, I see. I was thinking SEMA. All right, my bad. No, yeah. Now I'm on board. Sorry, I was getting excited. I'm not gonna lie. This is the high point of Monday. You know, Monday is one of those days. It's just like and then the show comes on. It's like yay.
Yeah.
Just checking in, Anthony. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey D, just checking in about the DS stuff. So I got a DS cat. I do want to come, and we want you to come. So whenever you're in Florida, let us know, and we're definitely gonna be on the show. The DS18, they sent me the brochure. They make everything. Gosh, they make everything. So we're still going through it, trying to make sense of it all. Paul sells some of the stuff over there, but I just want to get a feel for everything they have, for sure.
All right, Aaron. What are your thoughts on a high-end decks versus the touchscreen decks? As far as sound quality goes, I used to have the DXP99 PRS.
Yeah.
RS, I think.
Yeah.
And now it's gone to the 80 PRS. I was curious if they make a super high-end sound quality touchscreen versus the quality decks.
So right now, as far as the high-end quality video decks, I think Kenwood's really in their Exelon. They're new. Okay, brain fart. What 9905 and the 995 are really, I'm going to say, the benchmarks for trying to make a high quality deck.
Mm-hmm. Like a higher SI.
But that's not to say that it's okay. So now that DSPs are becoming a little bit more mainstream and a little bit more affordable, they're not all $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's totally necessary to worry about your radio having all the features that you want built into it. Meaning, get one that's good, but, you know, for your backup camera and your CarPlay and stuff like that. But I feel like adding the DSP to it is probably going to be what we're going to end up doing in the future. Not that the ones that come in it are bad. They're actually really, really good. But you know, when you can go from a 13-band EQ to a 32-band EQ for under $300, why wouldn't you? So, I don't know. I feel like worrying about what the deck is going to do. Plus, now with handheld media becoming really, really nice, you know, if you're worried about playing Sirius XM, it really doesn't matter what you buy. If you're worried about playing Pandora or Spotify, get whatever you want. Who cares? It's going to sound like crap. But if you're trying to play something of some high-res stuff or maybe some Tidal, then move to the DSP.
Yep. All right, Greg. What's good, guys? I need something to hook up to my factory deck. I have a 2018 Chrysler 300, and I want to add 2 amps and stuff.
So the question I'd ask first off, Greg, is that do you have one of the premium sound systems? Does it have the Beats by Dre, the Bose, anything other than just
a regular one?
If you have the premium sound system, get an Amp Pro and put whatever you want in it, or go to iData and get the AR and build one of their systems. You're so blunt, I know.
So go to packaudio.com
or iData/Maestro and search under the AR tab. Now, if you're in that position where none of that applies to you, now what do you do? Well, now you need some form of a summing DSP. In that case, what you're going, oh, good for satellite radio. Nothing's good for satellite radio. In that case, what you're going to want to look at is something, either some form of summing. And of course, the kings of summing are going to be audio control. You can look at one of their LC amplifiers, like an LC 4.300. You can look at a DM608. You can look at D 4.800, because you're going to need to be able to get that sound into there. And there's, it's going to be fun.
All right,
so
Carlos.
We'll go from there.
Carlos say, hey, what do you think is the best amplifier for the Morel Virtus? Something that actually give it the power they ask for it. I also will wonder. Okay.
This guy right here in 3-channel mode, or the 4-channel and 2-channel mode.
Yep.
Bad to the bone. Class AB. This is nice. This is the 5-channel. It's got a Class AB front end, Class D sub end. In this case, we're going full active into a set of K2s. We just did the Toyota, which we took a picture of, but we didn't film, where we went into a set of Virtus 3-ways, and we took in a Toyota, and we took that amp. We didn't go active, we went passive into the crossover, 3-way set, bridged it, 3-channel mode.
Yep.
Phenomenal sound. It was great.
Yep.
So that would be my recommendation. Just put a dual USB in my dash from Amazon. Why is it so picky with charging cords? Because it's a cheap USB port from Amazon. They're very picky, very picky. We went through with PAC. We helped them beta test their current single, the nickel we put in everything. We probably went through a half dozen of those that we tested for them.
Yeah.
Before we found the one. So shortest run possible. That's why we always use the 12-incher. And that's it. That's why like you guys never see us put a dual in or anything like that, because the one works and it's not picky. It just works. So yeah.
All right.
Okay.
In one of your Knowledge Fest videos, you stopped at the booth that was showing you some of 3-way components.
Sony's.
That was the Sony's?
Probably in a suitcase. Yeah. Go on.
Wisher cones.
Wizard cones. Oh no, that was that one guy.
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar to the factory speaker.
Yes.
What was the company?
I have no freaking idea. I don't remember.
That's a new company. It's
an
Italian company, and I don't remember what's the name.
No, John, they don't have the dual port. We have a couple betas that we got, but we never got one that worked to the satisfaction we were looking for.
Yep.
So they just dropped that one.
So Richard, if you go to the video, you can see the name on the speakers.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was called.
I don't remember.
All right, what else you got? I know there's a couple of. Just want to let you know, guy. Okay, Zapco. What about them?
Zapco is a good.
Yeah, that's what she said. Focal, Zapco. Okay. Coronado Spring, Colorado. Okay. Colorado Springs in the house. What do you got?
Okay. So this is
yeah.
If a good made a radio himself, he made the stage.
Oh yeah. Okay, the stage 4. Yep.
What side, Jeff?
DEXP99 RS. If you have never experienced this Dex, I encourage you. Yeah, that's the one. Stage 4.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Pioneer doesn't stay behind anything, and they just kind of let stuff like that go bye-bye, so it was kind of a bummer. 2016 CRV
Touring model.
What are you trying to do to it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Atlantic City in the house. What's up? Joe Willies owns the company.
That's the Italian company.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But what was the name, Mel? It was right around the corner from you guys. What was his name? It wasn't Focal or Zapco.
No.
Yeah.
Somebody say, hey, from Kentucky?
Yep.
Dean, you still have the Halo in your car?
No. So that brings up an interesting point. No, the Halo's gone. The Halo was replaced 3 radios ago. Right now there's still the 4400 in there. And the reason why want to get the 4400 out. I'm over the 4400. However, the radio that I want to put in it isn't available yet. Yes, Victor, you still have the 4400, or you still have the Halo 9, and still loving it, I assume.
Yeah.
Stinger has the new radio coming out.
Jose from Peru.
They've done the first release of it, and now I'm waiting on the second release of it. When that radio comes out, it's a 9-inch Android-style radio. Floating screen like the Halo.
Thank you, Aaron.
What's the name of it, Mel? I know you know it. And I know you're just chomping at the bit to tell me, because
which one?
The new Stinger radio. Something 9, I thought. Anyways.
Man.
So, anyways, I'm waiting on that radio. Hopefully you're going to get it soon. And then we're going to pull out the 4400 and we're going to put the Stinger radio in, because I really want to play CVD audio. There you go.
That was the company.
Thank you. That's what you're looking for. That was the Wizard Cone guys. So I really want to get the Stinger radio in and start playing with that.
Elevate 8. There you go. That's the radio.
Oh yeah, Elevate 8. Yep. Industrial Italiano Alta. There you go. The Andy that's the company in Italy that's making this stuff. It's called the Unholy Nine. You guys are the best. Keep up the good work. Videos.
Thank you, Jose.
We're gonna try our best on that one. I constantly get in arguments with friends that always say old stuff is much better than today's stuff. Me personally, today's technology is way better than old school stuff that has come out. What are your thoughts? Donald, you hit the nail on the head. Ooh, I have this conversation a lot. Okay. Story time with Dean. Okay, real quick. We used to be the largest single Macintosh car audio dealer, period. Okay, and I have my leather Macintosh jacket to prove it, that I never get to wear because Sue wears it. She acquired it the moment we got it, and I haven't seen it other than on her, which is not a problem because I enjoy it on her. Back to the story. We sold a ton of Macintosh, convincing people, we were going to talk about this, convincing people to spend $1,000 on a 50 watt by 4 amplifier was, in my mind, the greatest gift to the world, because it was insane. It was $899.99, and people would come in and you'd sit down and you'd be like, all right, let's talk about this. And you'd tell them all about Binghamton, New York, which is where Macintosh first came from. You'd tell them about how the company first exists, making amplifiers for dentists to play musica through their rooms. And it was all AM single channel stuff. I love my, there you go.
Yeah.
So, and then and they were tube amps, and then they you know, if for those of you guys that have never seen Macintosh, just go to Instagram, type in Macintosh, MC-Intosh, not the Apple thing that sued they sued each other. It was fun. Anyways, these were some of the best built amplifiers on the face of the earth, okay, ever made for car audio that people could afford. We're going to preface that because you can buy, anyways. All the way down to the fans and how the induction fan was designed on the side of the amplifier so that it would blow air equally throughout the whole tunnel of the amplifier. There was a few flaws, there's no doubt about it. They forgot that to chassis ground the amplifier, so because they thought everyone was going to screw them into a piece of metal. So the second version of them were much better than the first. Needless to say, it was the cleanest AB. Oh my God, you'd hear it and you'd just be like, oh. It had like 2 switches inside of it to make the sound a little warmer if you needed it, and a gain. That was all. And you just sit there and you go, oh. And if it had the meters, you'd be like, ooh. And it had glass, just like Doug. Doug has them on his show that he's been playing with. And they were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. They were, oh, ooh, gosh, ugh. Someone asked me, would I like to have those? And I was like, no. God, no. No, no. Amplifiers nowadays are so much better, so much more efficient, sound so much nicer. They were good. They were great for their time. But today's stuff is so much nicer. You know, I was an Orion fan, and I want the Fro Orion amps that he showed, the 225 and the 250 HCCA. Those are like my dream amplifiers. I want to own them, but I want to own them because it's a part of history, and I would never run them in my car because I could buy an amplifier for $1/4 of the price that those were, and it would probably sound better. So you can have nostalgia, and you can put it on a shelf, and that's what nostalgia is all about. But the stuff now, if you're paying what you paid, like if you go buy a $500 amp today or a $900 amp today, think about that. You know, a $900 amplifier today or a $1,000 amplifier today, you're getting a Voce, you know, for God's sakes.
You get a nice amplifier.
So I mean, you buy the big Macintosh. You're buying a Zen 9. You know, I'd rather have the Zen 9. Oh wait,
and for how many watts they are?
Know? So. Yeah, Doug from Soundman. Yeah, Doug's using the Macintosh stuff. So, yeah. So, nostalgia is for the shelf. Let's play with the big boys and buy the new stuff. You know? That's that. Okay, so, I have it. Jesus, of course you do, Mal. Of course. Of course you have that.
Oh, man, what's going on with you, man?
I don't have
Everybody have one.
I don't have one. But Mel's got one.
Jason have 2.
Jason's got 2. They're his brothers.
Oof.
Yeah, and he teased me with a video, and I was like, oh, you suck. Today's stuff is so small. Okay, the reason why today's stuff is smaller is for two things. One, we figured out how to build a Class D amplifier or some version of a Class D. There's more than just Class D. There's G, there's H, and there's everything that Rockford makes.
Nostalgia.
And
Good face.
I love Orion too. But the other thing too is that amplifiers have become way more efficient. We've actually put some effort into designing amplifiers that are way more efficient. We can trade. What do you want? I'll trade you money. You know, call me. So we have amplifiers that are way more efficient, and efficiency means that now instead of having this big heat sink, we can make the heat sink a lot smaller. Now, as long as the topography of the amplifier still allows you to, you can shrink stuff down. Plus, everything inside of the amplifier has gotten better. You know, technology has evolved for the printed circuit board. All the things that are great have gotten greater. So we love it, and we're going to embrace it. I love my T400XAD. Yeah, it's a great amp.
Wow.
I mean, look at the amp we just put in your car. That's a 400 watt amplifier that is it's this big. It's insane.
Yeah, you can put it in your hand.
But it's funny, somebody compared that to a Punch 45, which was great because a Punch 45 was 90 watts and it was insane, and it was like, there again, nostalgia, put it on a shelf. This would probably destroy a Punch 45, and people are going, oh my god, no. But yeah, it would. The little amps, we love them. I love my Pioneer 9605.
Yep.
Okay, funny story about the 9605, the 5-channel that Pioneer makes. Do you know how hard we had to beg Pioneer to make that amplifier? We had to pre-order those damn things for the most part. We were going to them, guys, make a 5-channel amplifier. Guys, make a 5-channel amplifier. And they're going, hey, how about we make some more TSA speakers and some more 199 DVD players? We're going, make us a 5-channel amplifier. For the love of everyone holy, make us a 5-channel amplifier. Well, how many of them are you going to sell? Make it, and we'll sell them, and you'll find out. So then one year they finally, okay, well, we made this.
And you're like, no.
And then they sold out of them like that. And we're like, duh.
Yeah.
You know. If you look at the Rockford Prime class, they make 1,200 watts in such a small package, and yeah, at a reasonable price. That they do. What are your top 5 no budgets? Ooh. I might have a Punch 45, of course. Well, you had that one little guy. Yeah, I wasn't a Punch guy back then. I'm a Ryan guy. Top 5 no budgets. Well, you know, that's actually, I mean, really, if you look at it, you just go to the right page or the first page in every exotic speaker manufacturer's catalog, and you go, I want that. There's always a budget, and that's the one thing you have to keep in mind. So even though, like, you know, even if you say you have, the real thing would be you still need a budget because you have to be realistic about it. And for all the Patreon guys that watch the video, they know what I'm talking about. There's 3 things that matter in car audio. There's the 3 things that matter for any system you're going to put in a car. And they all have to balance themselves out. So the first thing is going to be the product. The next is going to be the accessories for the product. And then the third is going to be an installation. Those 3 things have to balance out. So, if you're talking about a no-budget system, meaning, oh, you know, you could have Utopias, and you could have, what's the Audison amplifier?
The Venti.
Yeah, the Venti.
Yeah.
You could have that, $10,000 amplifier, you know, $8,000 speakers. Sure. Okay. Sure. So you have a $100,000 car to put it in, and another $100,000 to install it.
Can I put it in my G35?
Now we're playing the lotto game, and I hate playing the lotto game. So the audio version of that podcast should be out this week, so make sure you guys go and check that out. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Thesis. Yeah.
There you go.
So checking in late. There you go, making that money. Had a Sherwood back in the day. Ooh, yeah. Sherwood 280 and a 240. Had them both. Traded both of them in for my 280GX Orion. Yep. Andy's CLS is my choice. Ooh, and that's why I want to get Andy's up mixer, because that looks like I want to hear that so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andy's and if you guys aren't familiar with Andy's car. Actually, Doug went there, and Doug and Rafa went there, and they bought one of these from Andy. And you can see Andy on his show. I don't remember, it was earlier this year sometime, I think. And then they go sit in Andy's car and take a listen to that on Doug's show. So that was pretty cool.
I see there. Yeah.
How about 5 for 500, top 5 for $1,000 bucks? All right, so here's the cool thing. Top 5. Let's talk top 5 real quick for a second. Every year we do the top 5, like the top 5 radios, the top 5 this, the top 5 that. So at the end of the year, we do that. What we should probably do, guys, is we should probably make a list of what you guys want our top 5s to be. Normally we make our own and we kind of pick what we want, but let's play the game this year, and we'll talk about it more on other shows.
So you guys choose.
So we want to know what top 5 you guys are going to want us to do. So we can start talking about that now, so that by the time December rolls around, we'll know what we need. Yeah, it sounded amazing, Doug show. It did.
Yeah.
So let's start thinking about that. We don't have to chime in yet. Let's start thinking about it. Maybe we'll ask again on Saturday's show once you guys have had time to think about what top 5 you guys want to see. That way we can start working on it and start going through the motions of that type thing. And then we'll go from there. I grew up on Rampage amps from Walmart. They upgraded to Audioban and ran those flames. There you go, John. You know, it's what it is, man.
Audio band with the flames. That one of my favorite.
I mean, I grew up
first amplifier.
I grew up getting 4-gauge from the auto parts store, so I mean, you know, it's what it was. Yeah. I really want to hear the Hertz component sets really bad, along with some DS18 SQ components for test. So you're talking about the louds? Oh yeah, we just did those. God, that was silly.
All right. Yeah?
I think this year will be hard for the top 5s. I believe you're right, and that's why we thought we'd start
throwing you guys.
Throwing them in. Well, you know what we should do? Oh, that would be fun. Good idea, Jason. You just gave me an idea. You know what we're going to do? We'll do our top 5s, and we'll have Jason record his top 5s, and we'll put his top 5s in with us. What do you think of that, Jason? We'll have you give us your top 5s. That way, it'll be totally on blast. I can't sway Fernando to like what I like.
Okay.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll figure out what top 5s we're gonna do, and then we'll get your top 5s. You can record it. And we'll have you. You can send me those, and we'll put yours in ours.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that.
All right, I have a Kicker DX 1000.1.
Yeah.
With a certified starting 1235 RMS. What's a good sub to go with?
Single sub? You're gonna want something like a Sundown, a Scar, or any one of those big SPL stuff. Or if you could find a Kicker Solo X, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But that's probably gonna want 2 woofers for that one. That would be my guess. Yeah, I would probably put 2 12s or something like that in there. Dean, Pioneer 4400 NEX versus 82 sound
quality. Any difference?
Is there any difference in processor? No, but I would still buy the 8200 NEX because the screen is nicer.
Okay.
So if I'm buying the 4400, for me just seems like it was like they just made it, and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Okay, it was supposed to have a capacitive touch. It came clear resistive. That radio, even it's in my car and it annoys me. So L7 or Sundown, there you go.
L7 or Sundown.
L7 15 in a 5 cubic foot box would smash. And I've actually built that before. I did 2 15s in a Dodge Ram with that box. Their big box, 10 cubic feet, took up the whole back seat. It was like a coffin. It was awesome. Top 5 old school. It's not fair for Fernando though, because he wasn't back then in the old school. So maybe you and I will have to do that.
Yeah, no, but, I don't.
Do top 5 of your top. Do top 5 of your top 5s. I've been thinking about that. It's just there's so much video to go back through. I don't know if I want to do that because that's 980 videos to go back through. So
yeah. Artie, what was your question, man? I totally lost it. So if you can
ask it real quick before we go,
ask it
again, and cut and paste it to the top, and we'll hit you up.
I have a question.
What did that say?
Andy.
No, what did that say? Dean should go to Frog Labs, hear Andy CLS in person. I hear, it's, okay, I have a question. Best Android Auto head unit, is there such a thing? No, not that I'm aware of. Android Auto head units. Man, I tell you. You know, and most of the time it's not the head unit. It's the cable. The cables suck.
Well, sometimes the phone.
The phones suck too.
So it's just.
Not that I don't like Android. I love Samsung phones. I really do. I mean, I'm a hater all the way for sure. But I love the Samsung phones. I like this feel. I love the look. I love that. Right. You too, Jason. Thanks for chiming in.
See you, Jason.
Yeah, it's the cable gets us every time. The cable will ruin a demo on Android Auto. Nothing flat.
Good night, Victor.
Dang, I got here late. What's up from Michigan? What's up in the Great White North? Oh, wait, that's Canada.
You ever do a 6-volt car? 6-volt?
No, I haven't. Thankfully, most of them are 12 volt by the time.
Team iPhone.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
Actually, the podcast, that's a topic for the podcast that we're going to talk about is how we all get so caught up in brands. There was a comment, someone gave us a dislike on the Saturday show, and Note 9 here, there you go. It's a nice phone. Someone asked why the thumbs down, and someone replied because they don't talk about, they only talk about like brands that we've been talking about, mainstream brands. We don't talk about things like American based and stuff like that. So, are you losing weight over there? Yeah, I'm trying to stay away. I'm running, so I'm trying to stay. It's behind me, and I'm just running to stay away from it. So I'm trying to lose it, and I turn a lot so that it doesn't find me again.
All right. This is the last question.
Okay.
All right. Actually, that was for install a 5 channel. Yeah. Yep. Install a 5 channel.
LC7i.
And LC7i, and now I can use the balance.
What's the problem? Okay, so LC7i has a bunch of internal jumpers inside of it. Out of the box, it should come set up for channel 1 and 2 main and channel 3 and 4 in sub-in.
Yep.
If you've moved those jumpers around inside the amplifier, you'll lose those controls because what they're doing is that's that big diagram that's on like the last page. It's a flow chart of how things work. You want to make sure you have those jumpers in the non-sum position. If they're in the sum position, you're summing everything to front, okay? Which is fine, but you're going to lose your fader. So that would be the first thing I'd check. Now, it may have come out of the box that way because every now and then those engineers forget to do that. So those would be the things I'd want to check on that first. Hi there, iPad Pro.
Yeah.
Am I okay with Samsung phone? Much respect, boys. Love the Pro.
Someone give you a thumbs down?
It happens. It happens.
Where they live.
Yeah,
I know, right? That's what we think all the time. Like, really, dude?
Who's dual sub 212 F450 should it buy? What's A-Trend? A-Trend makes a really nice dual F150 box.
These guys.
Brightstar also, but I would probably go with the A-Trend. Have a good one. Yes, that takes us to an hour. You guys are right on there. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, let us know if you still have problems with that, Artie, and we'll try to help you out.
Definitely.
Thank you guys so much. And what I was getting ready to say is when I was in California, if I'd have known Andy, I knew who Andy was, but I didn't know Andy. We finally met Andy in Dallas.
Yeah.
If I'd have known Andy in July, I would have definitely driven to wherever he is to visit Audio Frog because I wanted to do something audio while we were there, and I didn't. Yeah. So if I ever go back to California, I definitely would love to head over to Audio Frog and see Andy's operation.
Andy, send me directions so we can go.
Just put in the GPS. We'll take off tomorrow.
Exactly.
We'll be there by the weekend. All right, guys. You know the deal. If you guys need tools, it's DNF Tool Drawer. The DNFToolDrawer.com. That's where we keep all the tools that we use on our installs. We're going to update that and get it ready for Christmas so you guys can just tell your friends and family and all that want to buy you gifts to head over there. If you need shirts, Teespring/store/5star has all the cool t-shirts for your needs for 5-star.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. We try to keep them as reasonable as possible. They're like $20.
And they come to Knowledge Fest in Long Beach.
Yeah, I wanted to come to Knowledge Fest in Long Beach, but
not this year.
I can't come because I booked a... What's up, Butch? Mr. Stickers.
What's up, man?
I booked a half marathon with Haley that weekend, and it was as I was booking the half marathon, I'm going, I know there's something else going on this weekend. I know there's something, and then I looked, I was like, oh crap. She goes, we already booked this, Dad. And I was like, don't worry, we're gonna do it. It's the princess run at Disney. I get to wear pink. Yep. I'm not gonna wear pink. Anyways, so we can't go to Long Beach, unfortunately. But anyways, Patreon. Remember, Patreon is where it's at. All right, guys,
Thank you.
we're not gonna bug you anymore. Thanks so
Toluca,
much for
Mexico.
tuning in. Sorry, I'm late. Can you start over?
Yeah.
No. All right. You guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Be safe, have fun, do car audio stuff. I'm late too.
I went in later.
Sorry,
there you
John.
go, John.
Whoa,
Okay.
wow. John, you need to get with me so we can figure out what day you're going to be on the show.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You have
Bye.
a wonderful evening. We'll see you later. Bye.